Hey, what's up? This is Angelo Ferrer coming out of Level Up Gym, representing Team Kajukenbo Hyogo, Japan. Some of my students and some of my clients have asked me to please make a video showing you how to wrap your hands for MMA. So, if you're watching this and you're not one of my students or my clients, take from it what you can. One quick disclaimer is different sports, different people like their wraps different ways. People that like to strike more, sometimes like a thicker wrap on the knuckles. People who like to grapple more want a little more leeway in the wrist, and they don't want their hand too bulky to be able to slip in for submissions. Me personally, I like doing a little bit of both. So I do a wrap, as you'll see, I'll do a wrap that covers the knuckles pretty good so I can still do some good striking, but still leave some flexibility for grappling. So that's just the way I do it. You know, if you feel there's a better way for yourself, go for it. There's a bunch of this stuff on YouTube. This is mostly for my people on my YouTube channel. All right, check it out. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to grab the strap, and you're going to see the way it works right here. I have a skull strap, nice and stylish. I'm going to want this part of the strap where it V's up. I want that part on the inside of my hand. This one's a little easier because it's got print on it, so I know which one's front, which one's back. If you don't have print, that's fine. You're going to be looking at the part that is seamed. The seams are going to go on the inside of your hand. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to wrap it down to my wrist here. I'm going to put one wrap around my wrist like this. Once I've established a little bit of wrist support, I'm going to come up and I'm going to start with the pinky and work my way up through the fingers one by one. Next I'm going to go for the middle finger. I keep my hand open the whole time. Next I'm going to go for the index finger here. Then I'm going to come, this is the bottom of the hand, right? I'm coming this way. If we look at this side from another angle, here. I'm going to come up this way. And it's going to come up and over my wrist here. Once I'm here, I'm going to put some more support on my wrist. One down and then up and over. I'm going to do an X. I'm going to put it down this way. See, I go over here. I go a straight line across this way. And then on the other side here, I come up and over and make an X. And then I put one more around the wrist. After I put one more around the wrist, I'll do one more again for safety measures right there, some more wrist support. I'm going to come up and start making my way to my knuckles. So I circle here, circle again over my knuckles one more time. And these are MMA wraps. They're a little shorter than boxing wraps, so depending on what kind of wraps you have also depends on how your pattern ends up. But mostly I want to get a little bit of support on my knuckles at this point and then come back down to my wrist. Now depending on how much wrap you have left, I'm personally starting to run out. I'm going to put another wrap around my wrist here, and I'm going to come back up and make another X here, like so. Then I'm going to check how much wrap I have left. If I have enough wrap left, I might put a little bit more knuckle support. Instead of coming back down to make the X, I might do one more around the knuckles, and then I'll come down to put one more wrap around my wrist here. I still have some wrap left, so I'm going to come make my way up, and I'm going to make one last X here. Make my X there. See, as you can see, the X comes up and over the other side, making your X. Make sure it's flat. That's why I keep going back to make sure it's flat. I don't want any parts of the wrap coming up on me. I want it nice and flat. I don't want it too tight, but tight enough that I can open and close my hand and I have support on my wrist. Once I'm done, I get down to the wrist and I finish it up. See, as you can see, the Velcro is almost done. Here's my wrist. Here's the Velcro. So I'm going to keep wrapping around the wrist here until it's all done. Nice and tight. And that's how you wrap your wrist. That's what it's gonna look like when it's all done. Like I said, everybody does it differently. That's the way I like to do it, and then you're gonna just repeat that same pattern for the other side. If your wrap is a little longer, you're just gonna keep repeating that X pattern. X to the wrist, and then back up. X to the wrist, and then back up. X to the wrist, and back up. Try to keep it so it's an X. For MMA, I'm just gonna keep making X's all the way down. If I'm just doing boxing, I'm gonna keep wrapping my knuckles so my knuckles get lots of protection, because I'm mostly punching in boxing. All right, y'all. Thank you very much, and train your mind, body, and spirit every day. Catch y'all later. Peace.